cosmetic surgery is a surgery done to change someone's appearance to what they consider to be a more appropriate look.
My take on cosmetic surgery, for me, I think it's a no-go area. It's a no-no. It's a lose-lose situation because nothing can be as perfect as natural.
I feel those that go for cosmetic surgeries, they're just wasting their time because everything that has its advantage always have disadvantage.
I think it basically has to do with the self-esteem and interest, or will I say, yes, interest. Some people have role models they look up to and they want to look just like their role models.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Amazons.
Makeup, weave-on, breast implants, liposuction, Pilates classes, yoga, the list is endless, are all the cost of something. Beauty. Welcome to Amazon. Wow, ladies. I must say it's worth it. It's worth it.
I don't know. I think the extreme cases. I watched a program and I tend to watch all these really weird documentaries. According to everybody else, they're weird. I just think they're normal. But I did see one where the woman had a body tuck, basically. And what it is that they tuck you from here to here.
Oh.
You don't even look good afterwards because you have all the scars to show for it. They lift you. You know, as you get older, our skin loses elasticity and we start to sag in funny places. And she had started sagging. I didn't really see that much of a sag, but she didn't want it. So what they did was pull the skin and everything up with stitches underneath in the muscles to hold everything back up. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous.
So that's when you talk about going into the extreme cases. But the thing is, when you think about all the things, the length that we go to look beautiful, and I mean, like you said, when you begin to cross the borderline, where you're beginning to slice, to carve, you know, I mean, I think it's ridiculous, really, honestly, because you know,
the cost of beauty for a woman is really is very expensive for the extent and the extreme women go to these days to look good. It's not the plastic surgery is not only for older women anymore. Even young girls are having it done. It's either they're having breast implants, they feel inadequate with their boobs, or they're having their nose straightened, or their teeth whitened, or they want fuller lips, or something. They want something done. Even I was also watching a documentary where a mother was the one who was initiating this plastic surgery for her daughter, and you begin to ask the question: is there what you call natural beauty in the world anymore?
Yes, there is.
Is there natural beauty anymore in the world?
Yes, I'm a living proof of natural beauty.
With your face all made up, though.
I'm a living proof. My sister, if you are what makeup can change it. No, but you know, in some cases, I like to think that I don't understand about children having surgery, because I have seen several cases of that as well. And what I think should be done is not to grant surgery, even though it seems like the easiest way out. We shouldn't. What needs to be done is to look at what the problem is with that child's psyche. What is wrong upstairs? Why do you have such low self-esteem that you figure the size of your chest is important for you to interact with the world?
But Bimbo, I think there are various factors actually that actually makes a woman go to the extreme. Apart from wanting to look beautiful, as far as I'm concerned, every woman takes baths in a beauty pageant every morning before they leave their home, their houses, to go to wherever they're going to. And when you're looking for work as a woman, there are some jobs that you can't do if you don't have a pretty face. These are some of the things that I think pushes some women to go borderline.
Yeah, and also there are certain industries that you have no choice. If
but
you're
to
a
look
model,
beautiful, exactly,
you will be pushed to the point where. But it also, it really, at the end of the day, it still comes back to your self-esteem and yourself. what you feel inside and what you think about yourself. And you know what? Changing the size of your breast, the shape of your nose is not going to change that person, which is why you find so many people become addicted to surgery and they say, oh, if I could just do my ears and I'll be okay. Okay, then my toes. People are cutting off their little toes to fit into shoes. Ridiculous. But, you know, people keep doing all kinds, it never stops. It's like as soon as you start, you give in to that devil and you say, okay, I'm not comfortable with myself. And instead of looking within and finding out how beautiful you really are and getting confident and comfortable with that, you start doing surgeries. It's not a way out. It just means you will continue to do surgeries till you die. And with these surgeries, it's not for life.
But you know what? Also,
it's not for life.
And also, I think that the perception of beauty and the definition of beauty and the way the people perceive beauty these days has changed. Beauty to everybody does not come from the inside anymore. Beauty is physical. Beauty is what you can see. And what you can see has to be appealing. If it is not appealing, you are said not to be beautiful. And people want to be seen to be beautiful. So they are going to the extreme to be beautiful. Plastic surgery in the past was for medical reasons.
Aisha,
right now, it's no longer for medical reasons.
We'll take a short break. We'll be back soon. Thank you. Welcome back to Amazons. We're still talking about the real cost of beauty. I've got someone here, a guest, who is going to come in and join us. She's a makeup artist. And she's going to come and talk to us about how we can enhance our beauty. Enhance, I said. Our beauty with makeup and also other things that we need to know and how to spend less and stop carrying those massive, heavy makeup bags around. Joining us on the set today is Folawe Fashawe, a makeup artist.
Hi.
Thank you. Folawe, you're a makeup artist.
Yes.
You're in the trade. So you know women and what we do with makeup.
Yes.
Okay. Would like you to tell us what we can do as women to look beautiful, to enhance our beauty without doing too much damage to our pockets.
Okay. Okay. First of all, thank you for having me.
Welcome.
I tell my clients, you know, you can do a lot of things with makeup. You can slim your nose. You can make it look slimmer. You can make your cheeks, like I've done that. I'm gonna, like, I don't have the Oyibo nose. My nose is wide, as you can see. You can, yeah, it's very African. So what I tell women is, you do not need to go around with the biggest size of makeup purses. Please buy what you need. It is very important. Like, for me, I don't wear heavy makeup all the time. It's, you know, that's just me. A lot of people out there like makeup. They like you to see them, and then with a lot of makeup on their faces. Heavy. Most of the time, I like dark eyes and nude lips. That's what I do all the time. But what people can do is buy the shade. I can't stress this enough. Buy your shade. A color that is lighter than you makes you look older. And then when you buy a lighter shade of powder, you wear it, you look older, and then you go to the mirror, and maybe I just need to like lift the back of my cheeks or just do something. No, it's your powder. So you need to look at these things carefully sometimes before you go ahead. Okay. I mean, you know, when it comes to surgery, do whatever floats your boat. I'm not saying I'm never going to do it. Okay. You know, so many people do it because of their health. Like for health reasons, you know, like some older women, arthritis, they have to slim their hips, you know, but you really need to look at these things. Think about what you eat. Think about what you have in your makeup purse, and then think about how to work out. I've just started doing all of that.
But you know, so it's difficult for you as a woman not to try different things, like different products, because they keep telling you this is better than that. You have this one, and you have another one that they say is better than that, and you want to try it. So you end up with loads of this makeup in your closet. Sometimes you have, the first time you use anyone is when it's bought. After that, you
never go back to
it anymore.
And also there's a trendy thing of when for autumn you use a particular color, when it's summer you have to wear particular shades.
Different textures.
Different texture, different tones as well.
But what I've found is that you actually have different shades that go with your skin tone. And not all shades will suit you.
No.
Because one time I actually went and saw someone, and what she did was she said, you know what, I just been, but I want to tell you your tones, the ones that go with your skin. And she said the easiest way to know is when you put it next to your skin, does it actually look like it's glowing? And that shows you that that particular color goes with you. Now, for most women, they don't even think about that or look at that. Is there a simple way without having to go see a specialist? And they are not common in Nigeria. Is there an easier way of knowing which colors go with your particular shade?
Definitely, definitely. All you need to do is go to the makeup stand. Of course, they always have testers. The colors closest to your skin, try them along your chin. And then if it matches your face and your neck at the same time, then that's your color.
And eyeshadows?
Eyeshadows. Depending on, if you're buying a particular eyeshadow for a particular occasion, maybe you need to think about where you're going to, what you're wearing. But if you're buying for just your daily makeup looks, you need to consider lighter colors, more matte colors, especially for our weather in Nigeria.
No matter what your skin tone is.
No matter what your skin tone is. No matter what your skin tone is.
Okay, I'm a makeup artist as well.
Yeah.
And usually when I travel abroad and I see a lot of my Nigerian women buying makeup, they buy in a rush. They're always in a hurry. And then aside from that, all they want is, they'll tell you the name. Oh, can I have, they say the name, I don't want to say it. And most of the time when I'm there, I listen to them, I'm like, you need to try this thing. And because of the girls who, the girls standing at the desk, at the makeup desk as well, they're not really interested in you like that, because in as much as these people are trained in that product, they're not trained in your color. That's another thing.
Okay.
So you find, in the black, because really what suits the lighter skin doesn't suit the dark skin as well. And also, like you mentioned earlier, when you live in a hot country, there's certain things that you cannot use.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of us use very densely, what do you call it? The foundation. No,
the cream foundation.
The cream foundation, cream eyeshadow. We use that, and we shouldn't use this in this country because we sweat a lot.
Yes, we sweat a lot.
And like she said, you need to go for things that are more water-based. So I find that maybe as
powder
a makeup
and water base.
As a makeup artist, do you think there's anything we can do in order to encourage women to let them understand what to use during the day? You said something about matte now. You said something about sheen. And because I'm a makeup artist, I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
I've seen people at the bank 9 o'clock in the morning with eyeshadow that is glittering. 9 in the morning. You don't do that. It's wrong.
It's not appropriate.
So what do you think we can do to encourage women? Is it like workshops that you can set up to encourage women to know what to apply?
There are a lot of workshops, and then you hear about all this one-day program, 3 hours program. We need to listen to these things. I watch a lot of fashion shows, fashion, style, makeup. I learn every day. You can't know it all, but you need to enlighten yourself. As a woman, when it comes to makeup, makeup makes you look beautiful.
It enhances.
Okay, can I ask you a funny question? I've heard of a case where, someone is really very good at using makeup on themselves, and met someone, and when the makeup was off, as far as the man was concerned, it was fraud. Because if she hadn't, and trust me, I've seen it. It's a total transformation from the way you look to like a totally different person. When does it stop being beauty and becoming fraud? Because for some women, it is fraud.
It's supposed to be enhancement to enhance the beauty. But if the beauty is not there in the first place, the woman would not look beautiful.
Oh, no.
So it means that
I have seen people
you can transform.
Makeup can use makeup to change the way they look.
Some of my clients, when I finish making up for them, they look into the mirror. Some of them go, "Are you kidding? Is that me?" And then I'm looking at them, I'm like, okay, did I just do that? So trust me, makeup can enhance your beauty. Like,
but when does it become fraud?
When does it become, how do you mean when does it become fraud?
Because look, I'm a man. Assume I'm a man. There's certain things I like.
Okay,
Maybe
so
I like big eyes, or I like
Bimbo,
small
let me
lips,
ask you.
or I like
Suppose you take off this hair on your head, and you now have your natural hair on.
You don't want to see my natural hair.
So is it fraud then?
No. What you see with me, what it is that this face won't change because I don't use much makeup except for when I'm working.
But then it would have changed the look that that was projected and portrayed in the first place. It would have altered.
It would be, but yes, it would change a little, but it won't be a dramatic. I'm talking some makeup. Some women are so good at doing makeup that it's a dramatic change when they're not using it. I have seen this. I'm not joking. They're like two different people. If I remove the hair, you still see the same eyes, the same nose shape. Everything is basically the same. You can alter your appearance with makeup, and I've seen this done. There was a bad case of someone that went out with some, and the guy said, I don't know you. You're not the one.
You're not the same person you
I
are
saw
in the
yesterday.
evening,
Yes,
in the morning.
Yeah, you're not. That's what happened.
I mean, you have to realize there's a lot that goes into just doing makeup. There's the powder, there's the foundation, there's the eyeshadow, there's the lashes. These are the things that will transform you.
Let me stop you on lashes, please. Can you justify the reason why any woman would decide to poke her eyes and put lashes on? Because this thing actually takes off. I know, but the implication, because you actually, when you do it awful, you lose your natural lashes.
Oh no, they're
That's when it's badly done.
Okay, that is when it's badly done.
How do you take? I mean, I don't believe in it. I don't like it. I wouldn't use it. But I do know a lot of people use it and everything. But the thing is, how do you bathe in the morning? How do you wash your face? If you go in the rain, can you apply mascara on it? Can you actually?
Oh yeah, you can.
Oh, you can, and it wouldn't come off.
What I would advise is if you don't like lashes and you think about how am I going to have my bath in the morning, or you can do the strip lashes.
What's that one?
The ones that come together.
Okay.
I use that. And then just place it. Okay. Come back in the evening, put it on your stand, on your makeup stand, and then go to sleep.
Does it make a difference?
Yes, it does make a difference.
Is it reusable?
Yes, it is reusable.
And it won't get.
No, I mean, every makeup has its own lifespan. You can't. I mean, if you have a makeup in your purse for more than 6 months, then you should consider throwing it out.
Okay, so what if you use makeup for a long time, is there any side effect? Because some people cannot just do without makeup, morning, evening, even night.
That's a beautiful thing. That's the beautiful thing about makeup. There's no side effects. The only thing you can get is probably rashes.
Bad skin.
Bad skin.
Maybe that's
a side effect.
Skin. It clogs your pores because your skin cannot breathe underneath the foundation.
That is when you overdo it. This is what I tell people. When you use makeup, you need to wash your face. Like when I get off the stage, I'm going home. First thing I do is wash my face. You need to tell people when they're buying makeup. That's one thing I really need to tell people. If you sell makeup, please tell them. When you wear makeup, you go out, come back in the evening, please wash your face. Even when you're just in it, not when you're ready to even go to bed. When you get to the house, wash your face. And another thing to do is, if you don't like it, if you don't want it to clog your pores, please use mineralized powders. They go on light and they don't clog your pores.
You said mineralized powder. How many people know the difference between a Studio Tech, for example, and a mineralized powder?
I mean, I would say like 40 to 60% of women know.
You need to know what this thing does.
Okay, so what's the difference? No, what's the difference between the Studio Tech powder and the mineralized one?
The Studio Tech is the foundation. The foundation.
The constituency is thicker. What they use to actually make it is also more like oil-based as well.
Yes.
Compared to the mineralized one, what's the thing that they use? They're more...
Very light.
They're warmer.
They're like powder.
Lighter.
And they're water-based.
In pallets.
And most of them are water-based as well.
Water-based.
So you find that they glide on rather than when you have to actually like slap them on.
But then again, it won't be enough to cover. For instance, for instance, when you're going on set. That's why I advise people to use that for their daily wear.
Yes.
You know, if you have to go for a party or, you know, dinner or something, you can just do your foundation and then wear your mineralized powder over it.
Okay, but for daytime only, you can just wear the mineralized powder without the foundation,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes,
Yes,
okay.
definitely.
Yes, you can.
Yes,
So,
you can.
if I want to, for instance, I have my eyes are not large, they are not
Yes.
big. I want my eyes to pop. You know, how do I use makeup to achieve that?
Okay.
How do I make my eyes bold, big, and appear bigger than they really are, actually are?
Okay, what I tell people is you don't have to use black liners. Like your water rim, you don't always have to use black. You can use white pencil actually. And then use your black pencil right underneath it. It instantly opens up your eyes, and then line your upper eyelid with your liquid liner. That way your eyes look bigger than they appear.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Much. There's, you know, the thing is, there's so many ways of enhancing, like I said, and I keep just like you said, I keep stressing and stressing the fact that, you know what, if you want to look good, just think of makeup as something that would enhance what you already are born with, not something that would completely change it. Am I correct in that?
Yes.
But when we're talking about cost of beauty, I think the most expensive cost in the sense of, you know, spending actual physical cash and also the side effects would be surgery. I mean, implants have been known to rupture, to burst, to leak. People have had all kinds of funny, and then sometimes
And
you go
eventually
to
leads to death.
and then you get a botched up job, and you probably have one breast up here and the other down there, or one is shaped funny, and sometimes even the nipples are not placed properly.
Yes.
Back when they do these things. So for me, I don't
The
know.
alignment is
It's just off. It's off balance. Let's call it off balance. But you know, as important as beauty is to women and to men, because men like to have a beautiful girl on their arms, as important as it is, I figure that for people who go into surgery, I'm still harping on this, it's about the inside and not the outside. And if they treat the problems inside, then they won't need the surgery, because it's a crutch. It's like an alcoholic. When you drink, everything is nice and rosy. So once you do once I do this surgery, once I just do my best, everything will be nice and rosy. And it never is. I think the sexiest thing on a woman is confidence.
I totally agree with you, but then Bimbo, you can say that because you're a confident woman, you're a beautiful woman. Do you know what? Most of these people that spend so much and will go to any length to be beautiful actually have other things that are pushing them and making them to do this. But then hold on to that thought. We'll be right back. We're taking a break.
The most common procedures done by women are breast reduction. As you know, that's very common. Breast enlargement is very common. They do tummy tuck too. They do, eyelid surgery. They do face and neck surgery.
When we use this surgery, cosmetic surgery, it's sometimes at a point it will make one look cold.
You have, for instance, some people may say, oh, I like the way Kim Kardashian looks, her shape and all of that, and then they go for the enlargements and the liposuctions and what have you. So I think basically it's relative. Why some people are just okay the way they are. So I think we still have naturally beautiful people around, irrespective of the whole artificial makeup thing.
There's always a medical effect of cosmetics, because there's nothing can be as perfect as natural.